Universe 9 are the first casualty of the Total Power universe to be erased from existence. Response and the reaction of Mojito, the angel, the servant of Universe 9, as well as Daishinkan, the great priest, has got a lot of people talking as whether or not this is a sinister plot from the Daishinkan to erase other universes. Now, there are some evidence to suggest maybe that's the case. This is a theory that's been going around ever since the Universe Survival Act was announced. Because the Underking and as well as the Great Priest of Daishinkan were in the poster as well as Universe 7. So that's the first incident. Another, the Daishinkan's response, or when he was observing Universe 9, how they reacted when they caused riots because they knew they were going to be erased. And he kind of seemed like Zamasu a little bit, like he was disgusted by the way people were acting from one of the universes. Like the despicable ones, right? I don't think it's a case where that Daishinkan is like evil, but he could be a way like he could be like Zamasu, but not less psychotic because he doesn't need to be. He's already overpowered as fuck. What's the point of going around murdering people? He can. That's why he has the Underking to do it, and maybe he's the one that come up with the stipulation of erasing universes. I guess the Daishinkan, the Great Priest, could be like the Kira of Dragon Ball, and if you watch Death Note, which I'm sure a lot of you have, you know where I'm going with that. So maybe this is a way of getting rid of the bad universes, but maybe, just maybe, there is a sinister plot here. And I'm just going to throw this out there. Do you think it's possible if the angels are in league with this, it's their way of overthrowing the gods of destruction? Because think about this for an instant. Okay, when the Underkings dropped a couple of balls that represented planets, right? They accidentally erased planets. They did not do that by choice. That was an accident. But what if the Daishinkan ordered the Omni-King to actually erase those? You remember they had 18 universes at one point and 6 of them left, perished because the King erased them. We don't really know the reason why, okay? It's heavily implied that he got pissed off and that's what happened, but maybe the Daishinkan is the one that ordered that. Now, that look he gave to the other fighters when Universe 9 will be erased, like as I said, it's the look behind that. But here's the thing, even if that's the case, what does Goku expect to do, even if that is a plot? No way. I don't care if Goku does go into his new mode. There's no way on this earth, if he can't beat Frieza in Super Saiyan Blue, if he goes all out to defeat Jiren, do you think he can march up to Daishinkan and actually put up a fight? I don't. And I said this a couple of episodes ago, and I'll stick to it. If this was a finale to the series, why did they not show Gin in the mix alongside Liquor, Yvonne, and Arak, the other gods of destruction, when they were sparring? If they didn't leave that door open for another arc, in my opinion. So that's another thing too. No matter what happens, those strong gods of destruction will not be erased. The average and the lower mortal universes will be erased if they lose, and every member is eliminated in the Total Power. That's what happens. The Daishinkan is going to give the order. He's not waiting till the end. So even if Goku manages to win, by default, he's going to cause a lot of universes to be erased. No matter who's left, there's no going to be winners. And I think this would be great for Goku's character. A plot twist if they forbid using the Dragon Balls to restore those universes. Because what's the point of having universes erased if there's not going to be a consequence? The Daishinkan gives us the orders like, yo, you cannot use the Dragon Balls to erase this because you asked for this. But the total power is happening because of 2 people, the Omni-King, or 3 technically. The 2 Omni-Kings, the Zeno of the future and the present timeline, and of course Goku, because he wanted this to take place quicker because he was impatient, because his addiction for fighting. But we know for a fact that neither of those, Goku did not come up with the stipulation to erase universes, and I'm pretty sure the Omni-King is a little bit more innocent than that. He's the one that erases universes, but I don't think he came up with that stipulation, do you? Because he just wanted to see something entertaining, right? Because they were bored. So maybe the Daishinkan's the one that gave the stipulation, and maybe, because here is the thing, when it comes to the angels, okay, that's where we can draw the line, because I mean, the only angel we know much about is Whis, but we still don't know everything about Whis. We don't know where he came from. We don't know how long he lived. I'm assuming he lived a lot longer than Beerus, because he's the one that trained Beerus a long time ago. So, and it's heavily implied that Whis is stronger than Beerus. That's a fact. So I'm just going to throw this kind of question out there as well. I said this about the Gods of Destruction, but who do you think is out of the 12 universes, who do you think is the strongest angel? I know that a lot of people are going to point to Vados and Whis, but is that really the case? Because wasn't it Goku that said in Universe 6, in the Universe 6 arc, when they first got introduced to Champa and Vados, that didn't Goku say Vados looks stronger than Whis? And we know for a fact that Vados is older than Whis, so maybe she is. If that's the case, we could assume that maybe there are other angels that are stronger than those two. So so who do you think the strongest angel is? Excluding the Daishinkan, obviously, but other than that, who do you think is the strongest angel out there? And could this be a plot to overthrow the Gods of Destruction? Because remember, Whis does not really have loyalty towards Beerus because he just straight. I mean, he could be trolling, but he literally stated, "Listen, Goku, once Beerus kicks the bucket, you can take his place as the God of Destruction." And Goku obviously refused, but the fact that Whis said that, it implies, yeah, he may have some sort of allegiance, but that doesn't mean it will last it'll last forever. So, because the Gods of Destruction are not immortal, that's a fact. Could this be a way of getting rid of the Gods of Destruction so the angels could do whatever they want? So, other than living this life as service, because maybe that's what reason why Mojito gave that smile, because he no longer has to take orders from Seadra or Ro. So maybe this is a plot for the Daishinkan to and that's the reason why the angels won't be erased. So I think that makes perfect sense. So, but just let me know in your comments down below. I just want to get my thoughts on that. Obviously, I'll let you know about the spoilers when it comes to Krillin. I'm not going to elaborate too much on that. I just want to get my thoughts on the expression of the Daishinkan, as well as obviously Mojito hit the sinister smile, watching his Universe 9 being erased, not with a care in the world. Whis could be a troll, but we don't know too much about Vados. So other than that, let me know your thoughts down below. Do you think there's a sinister plot in the works, and could this lead to another arc later down the road where it involves the angels as well as the other Gods of Destruction? I think that'd be hype as hell. That's just me. That's it from me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like this video if you did appreciate that. Comment down below your thoughts about what you think's gonna happen next. Subscribe to the channel for more Dragon Ball Super. Catch you guys later. Bye.